time. So we are at the point we're able to move into the awards, and delighted to introduce you to my SIMNA colleague and board member, Helen Sheppard, who's going to be hosting the rest of the afternoon with the awards. Helen, over to you. Hope you're doing well.
Thanks, Simon. I am doing well. What an extraordinary panel we just had the pleasure of listening to. It did make me think about the need for a conference or similar where we can sit and debate these ideas for much longer. I'd like to acknowledge that I'm coming to you today from the beautiful lands of the Kaurna people of the Adelaide Plains, and it is such a privilege for me to live and work on these lands, beside these waters and under these skies, and pay my respects to elders past and present. This year with the SIMNA Awards, we have once again exceeded expectations with more applications, I think, than ever before. We've had 31 incredible applications across our 4 categories. So they have been expertly judged, and having had the privilege of putting together with some SIMNA colleagues the judging panel, I can absolutely say it was a stellar panel of judges. Over 2 rounds of scoring that they took to make sure that the best rose to the top, and I think it's fair to say that the best has risen to the top. We have 14 finalists over our 4 categories. So a huge thank you to the judging panel. It does take time and effort, and it is a significant commitment that people make to the social impact measurement space in this country. And we are very privileged and honoured that people are willing to give of their time and expertise to make sure that these awards are given to those recipients who have really demonstrated excellence, innovation, collaboration, and outstanding funding expertise. So the judging process involves 8 of those judges who work in alternating pairs to ensure that there's transparency and that any conflicts of interest are managed appropriately. And so we thank all of the judges here with us today for your time that you spent in this really critical part of the awards today. I'd also like to say thank you to the partners and sponsors of SIMNA and the awards, the Department of Social Services, SVA Consulting, Urbis and Smarty Grants for making these awards possible, and without which they could not occur. So without further ado, I think everybody's just thinking, get on with it, get on with it. Tell us what's happened. Tell us who the finalists are. It's my pleasure to speak firstly about the collaboration in social impact measurement. We know, and I think the panel highlighted very strongly for us, the value of collaboration and the importance of collaboration in social impact measurement. So this year in the collaboration category, which is sponsored by SVA Consulting, we have 3 finalists, and those finalists are Clear Horizon and Hands Up Mallee for measuring change together, co-design and implementation of Hands Up Mallee's joint measurement evaluation and learning framework. 4 purpose evaluations for their work with Maya New South Wales Youth Ambassador Program Social Impact Assessment, and the Tina River Hydro Development Project, the midterm review of the Community Benefit Sharing Pilot Program. So in a moment, we will hear from each of those finalists about what made their project special. And immediately after that, Nancy Tran from SVA Consulting, our award sponsor, will share with us the runner-up and the winner for the Collaboration in Social Impact Measurement Award 2022. Okay, I think a few people are saying the sound is not working, so it wasn't just me, which is good to know. It wasn't just my technological illiteracy, so we'll try again.
I'm Fiona Merlin from the Hands Up Mallee Collective Impact Initiative, and I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land we're meeting here today, the Latchi Latchi people, and pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. We want to tell you about our MEL framework and how it was co-designed and built and how it's being implemented now in Mildura.
Hands Up Mallee asked Clear Horizon to facilitate a coaching and co-design approach to help them and community partners map out their intended journey of change from small-scale efforts to the longer-term population-level changes. Hum engaged over 50 stakeholders to co-develop the overarching measurement, evaluation and learning framework and subplans, which gave them all a great understanding and ownership across the many pieces of the MEL puzzle.
It's still early days, but partners are now creating mini MELs and evaluation sprints to capture their learnings and impacts in real time.
Hi, I'm Domina. I'm Mine New South Wales Youth Engagement Specialist. I want to acknowledge the Aboriginal lands that we are all dialing in from and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. Mine New South Wales is a statewide youth specialist organisation with a focus on supporting newly arrived young people to feel empowered to fully participate in Australian society.
Hello, I'm Eleanor, the founder of For Purpose Evaluations. FPE works with community organisations around Australia and the world to measure and understand social impact. It was a privilege to collaborate with Mine on this project. It was an excellent opportunity to showcase Mine's incredible work and to enhance our practice as social impact measurement specialists.
Our youth network volunteered themselves as social impact champions to collaborate on the project for the Youth Ambassador program. This meant we were able to hold strong to our youth focus and capture data that traditional evaluations tend to miss.
I'm Sam, a senior consultant at FPA. We collaborated with the social impact champions at every stage of this project, everything from developing the learning questions and program logic model to making the data collecting tools culturally safe and conducting interviews and focus groups, and reflecting on the findings and recommendations that we have for the future of the program.
The type of work Mine New South Wales does is difficult to quantify. So keeping this in mind, we were able to build a model that mapped meaningful experiences. Where it was highlighted, 91% of our youth network felt that they had grown and changed in a positive way through our programs. One young person said that they valued the program as a space for sharing stories authentically and learning to be our best selves in a safe and encouraging way. This is the ethos not only for the programs that we do, but also the collaborative approach that we took for this social impact measurement.
Thank you for the recognition from SIMNA and the opportunity to showcase this amazing program.
Hello from the Solomon Islands. My name is Clinton Zinghite and I work for the Community Benefit Sharing Pilot Project associated with the Tina River Hydro Power Development Project here in Solomons. We were nominated for this year's SIMNA Collaboration Award for a midterm review process of Tina's Community Benefit Sharing Pilot. Our process included a collaborative social impact measurement component with community members and other project stakeholders. It meant a lot for us to be a finalist in the SIMNA Awards. We believe that our midterm review process demonstrates for other infrastructure projects how undertaking early social impact measurement can help maximize community benefit. Thank you, SIMNA, for the opportunity to share our project with you today.
Hi everyone. I thought those videos are wonderful. Well done to everyone involved in making those. My name is Nancy Tran from Social Ventures Australia Consulting, and it's my great pleasure to present the first award this year for outstanding collaboration in social impact measurement on behalf of the team. So SVA has been involved with SIMNA right from the very beginning as one of its founding organisations, and we continue to be very committed to its work. Many of our team are present or past volunteers on state committees, and my colleague Devia Roy was one of the judges this year. We've proudly sponsored this award for many years, and we think that this award is particularly important as we've just been discussing. A social impact measurement is most effective only with strong collaboration, and it's a real central part of how we at SVA approach our work side by side with clients and other partners. So this year, in the category of outstanding collaboration in social impact measurement, I'd first like to share with you some of the judges' comments on the runner-up. They've said that this application highlighted the power of co-design with culturally diverse communities and the positive outcomes it can generate. The use of the map of meaning is particularly valuable, especially when it comes to personal development. The approach also highlighted the change experience as well as how it can be used to improve the program. Secondly, they said that it was a very good example of centering the voice of stakeholders as part of social impact measurement. Of particular note was the use of the meaningful evaluation approach and the comparison with traditional program logics. This was an insightful observation that was handled well within the context of the project. Big well done to all involved. So I'd like to announce that the runner-up is For Purpose Evaluations and the Maya New South Wales Youth Ambassador Program Social Impact Measurement Assessment. Congratulations, and I'll now hand over to Eleanor Booth from For Purpose Evaluations to say a few words.
Thank you so much, Nancy. We are absolutely delighted to be runners-up, and I want to say thank you on behalf of FPE and Maya New South Wales. Collaboration and participatory methods are something that we really pride ourselves on or try and do really, really well at FPE, and so it's just lovely to be recognised for our work today. I want to thank the FPE team for their tireless diligence and enthusiasm for all the work we do, and to Maya New South Wales for having the courage to embark on this work and for putting the energy, time and resources that are required to doing collaboration well forward. It's definitely not an easy thing to do. I especially want to thank the Impact Champions, and you heard from one in the video today, Domina from Mayan. This extraordinary group of young people contributed their unique perspectives and expertise every step of the way. And this project is such a great opportunity to showcase the work that Mayan does, building networks and providing opportunities to diverse and newly arrived young people around New South Wales, so they have opportunities to participate in society and have their voices heard. The other benefit for this project from us was expanding our practice at FPE as impact measurement specialists. The opportunity to learn from these young people and to hear their experiences of having data collected from them as a group was really, really eye-opening for us. And so it allowed us to experience and hear their bright and bold and uncompromising passion. And that was invaluable for us and our work as evaluators. So thank you again for the award. I can't tell you how much it means to FPE as a small business to have our work recognised in this way and have our name appear against all these extraordinary organisations. It's a real honour. Thank you.
Thanks, Eleanor. So great to hear reflections, and what an amazing program and great project as well. So well done. So now on to the winner. Again, first up, I'll share some of the judges' comments on the winning application. Firstly, they said that the strong collaborative approach across a large number of stakeholders makes this application an excellent candidate for the category. They said that this applicant clearly demonstrates a strong collaborative approach to developing a ML framework across multiple stakeholders with varying levels of impact understanding. They also said that the strong use of co-design collaboration in a capacity building context, an approach which we all know can be risky, but in this case has shown positive results in the implementation and the outcomes, was something that really made this application outstanding. So the application that I'm talking about and the winner of the category Outstanding Collaboration in Social Impact Measurement is Clear Horizon and Hands Up Mali and their project Measuring Change Together, Co-Design and Implementation of Hands Up Mali's Joint ML Framework. So So big congratulations to the team and everyone involved. And I'll now hand over to Fiona Merlin from Hands Up Mallee to say a couple words.
I'm almost speechless. Thank you so much. I'm just taken back by this. I've thought maybe we'd be lucky to be runners-up. It's a really great honour and privilege to be receiving the SIMNA Award on behalf of the whole of the Hands Up Mallee initiative. When we set out to build our mill and our nested mills during many lockdowns, never in our wildest dreams would we have expected this. I was reflecting this morning coming to work about this little journey we've been on and what's been so important to us so far. And firstly, I would like to say it's been the incredible work of the whole of the Hands Up Mallee team and the initiative in the way that they've built relationships and trust and really engaged in this work together. It's been wonderful to be able to bring in so many young people and families into this piece of work. But the really big thanks I think we all have from Hands Up Mallee initiative is the expertise and the preparedness of Clear Horizon to pivot the face-to-face workshops we had been planning a while ago to deliver them in bite-sized pieces through online sessions over a long period of time. And in hindsight, I think that's actually worked to our favour very greatly. And so we're very, very grateful for Clear Horizon's outstanding training, their facilitation, that really warm coaching approach to get us to the stage that we are on our mill journey now. And we certainly are very excited about the work forward and feel really thrilled that this work has been recognised, both on behalf of the work that our community has done and what Clear Horizon has put into it. So thank you very much.
Congratulations to all those nominated, all those who entered, and a special congratulations to our runner-up and winner. Now, our second category this afternoon is innovation in social impact measurement, sponsored very generously by our long-standing partner and sponsor, Urbis. We have 5 finalists in this category, which suggests that perhaps we have had a significant number of excellent applications, I believe. So the 5 finalists for our innovation in social impact measurement: the Centre for Social Impact, Uni New South Wales, Amplify Online, Global Sisters, #BackHerBrilliance, Global Sisters Gender Lens Impact Roadmap, Headspace for Early Career Program Developmental Evaluation Framework, Red Kite for the Red Kite Forecast Social Return on Investment Analysis 2022 to 2026, and the Victorian Aboriginal Community Controlled Health Organisation, VACCHO, Culture and Kinship. It's my pleasure, after we have heard from all of these finalists on the nature of their projects on our video show reel, we will be hearing from Christina Baggett from Urbis, who is the Associate Director, after the show reel, to share with us who has been the runner-up and who has been the successful winner of the Innovation in Social Impact Measurement 2022.
Amplify Social Impact Online is a world-first suite of impact measurement tools. A low to no cost, self-service quantitative platform, it makes measurement more accessible for the entire for-purpose sector. Amplify Online is made up of 2 tools: Indicator Engine, a survey building platform hosting a bank of validated and reliable social impact indicators, and Yardstick, which will analyse some of the collected data.
Hey everyone, we are the Amplify Online team from the Centre for Social Impact, UNSW. Huge thanks to SIMNA for shortlisting us.
Amplify Online was built from the ground up. It balances academic rigour with sectoral insight to make outcomes measurement easier and more accessible.
This includes a function that generates recommendations for organisations to identify their social outcomes,
a method for assessing indicators for their quality and practical use,
the ability to collect data offline, and automated data analysis with the arrival of Yardstick in 2023.
All at low or no cost to the sector, so they can use their resourcing to focus on capacity building and strategy within their organisation.
We are so happy to share this tool with Australia's amazing for-purpose organisations to demonstrate and communicate their tireless social impact. Thank you again, and congratulations to the other finalists.
Hi, I'm Heather Thompson, the Chief Operating Officer of Global Sisters. We're thrilled to be here at the SIMNA Impact Awards in the Innovation category. Global Sisters exists to make business possible for women, and so far we've worked with over 5,500 women across Australia. In our impact framework, which we designed with and for sisters, the women that we support, when we started operating back in 2016, and there's two sides to it. You can see the direct impact side, where we work directly with sisters to beat the odds, and at the systems change macro impact end, advocacy end, to change the odds for women. The big innovation for us this year has been really around bringing those two together in our theory of change. And I think importantly, really making sure that how we communicate that impact findings is accessible, that there's data autonomy for our sisters, that they tell their own stories. And you can see here in a journey map, one of our sisters is telling her own story through interactive videos, where she owns that story herself. And really about accountability, holding us to account for the impact that we say that we're going to have. We are pro-women. We have a very, very strong gender lens in our impact framework and system. And we really want to challenge the idea that robustness and rigour only comes through traditional academic approaches. These innovations are resulting in powerful impact data and storytelling evidence base to create systems change for a more equitable and inclusive society. Global Sisters, back her brilliance.
Thank you, SIMNA, for being a finalist in the 2022 Innovation Award. As opposed to me saying why I think we should win, I'm going to throw it to the team.
Thanks, Elliot. I think we should win because of the way that Elliot's been embedded in our program. He's been really deeply involved in all the activities, engaging us in what data we collect, giving us timely feedback so that by the time we go to submit evaluation reports, we already have actions in place for most of the findings.
Leading the implementation of the program in our complex network of stakeholders meant that having the evaluation framework in place meant that we could do it with way more clarity and focus on what is the most impactful in our rapid implementation process.
And my team thought that evaluation was a little bit perhaps boring and tricky and something that we didn't understand very well. We now feel much clearer. We can use it to improve our work, and it's not daunting anymore.
Awesome. Thanks, team.
Firstly, I'd like to congratulate all the other finalists in the 2022 SIMNA Awards. For those of you who don't know much about Red Kite, we are a leading paediatric cancer charity specialising in providing essential psychosocial support to children and families affected by childhood cancer. In 2022, we partnered with Social Ventures Australia to conduct our first forecast social return on investment study. This aimed to measure and quantify the impact of our services over the next 5 years, which aligns with the life cycle of our new strategy.
This project is critical to our commitment to measuring the impact of what we do. We're so looking forward to sharing the results of this report more widely and continuing to make an impact for families facing childhood cancer.
I'm Murad.
And I'm Simon.
The Social Return on Investment Project provided Red Kite with the opportunity to consider the impact of its activities holistically.
This is different, this is innovative. Normally, organisations look at a program, thinking about the whole.
Bacho, COA, and Think Impact have come together to evaluate the Culture and Kinship Program, an initiative that puts connection to culture, community, and country at the centre of health and wellbeing outcomes for Aboriginal people. Working with Mudji, Rumbalara, Gulum Gulum and Budja Budja, we designed a social return on investment processes that respected Aboriginal ways of knowing, being and doing, and upheld Aboriginal data sovereignty. We did this through extensive use of yarning, an Aboriginal way of understanding impact and change through storytelling that is widely used by communities. Yarns can be in any form, including rich media such as video, artwork, stories or songs. Yarning was used to determine material outcomes as well as value and validate them. We feel our report demonstrates the power of enabling self-determination for Aboriginal stakeholder evaluation.
So I think we're wanting to move to Christina. Is that you, Christina?
Hi, Helen. Yes, that's me coming from Smarty Grants. Hi, everyone. Christina here representing Urbis this afternoon. Wow, what fantastic videos and what an amazing crop of incredible talent we have over this category. Urbis has been involved in the SIMNA network, I think, since its inception. And that's really because we love this network. We love the energy that people bring to this network, which is fundamentally about learning and about sharing. We've been sponsoring the Innovation Award for many years, and we're really proud to be creating a space where people can try new things, but also share what they are doing. So it is my great pleasure to announce the runner-up. But before I do that, I give a little teaser. So a little snapshot of what some of the judges have said about the runner-up. So judge number one has said that this project is fabulous and an innovative application. It is great to see First Nations approaches of community engagement being blended with Western frameworks such as social return on investment. The team should be proud, and this case study should be shared more broadly. Judge number two said the team should be commended for this innovative approach, which pairs impact yarns with social return on investment. The rationale for using a Kura methodology highlighted the necessity to use a culturally appropriate tool that challenges evaluations thinking. This was an extensive collaboration and changes for those involved, including Aboriginal community-controlled organisations, raising their profile and reciprocity in community. My great delight to announce that the runner-up is Vacho for their Culture and Kinship Initiative. Well done to Vacho, and I will hand over to Sophie from Vacho to say a few words.
Thank you so much, and hi everyone. I'm joining today from Wurundjeri country. Thank you so much for this opportunity to share our evaluation of the Culture and Kinship program. In our evaluation, we set out to honour and uphold First Nations data sovereignty and Aboriginal ways of knowing, being and doing, and demonstrate how this can be done well. It's very much been a collaborative effort, so I want to give a shout out to everyone who worked on this, from Think Impact, COA Collaborations, Gulum Gulum, Budja Budja, Rumbalara, Mudji, and my colleagues at Vacho. I want to particularly acknowledge the thought leadership of Sky Trudgett in developing the impact yarn methodology and for her tireless championing of First Nations data sovereignty. Lastly, a big congratulations to all of the other finalists. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sophie, and to all those involved. It is now my great delight to tell you a little bit more about what the judges have said about the winner in this category. So here we go. Number one, congratulations to the most human approaches to evaluation I've seen. The combination of methods with a particular focus on stories as a means to build empathy and communicate the richness of what change looks and feels like is inspiring. Judge number 2 said the team should be congratulated on their strong vision to provide an accessible data to its participants. The use of journey maps, stories, videos, and graphics as a way of sharing insights and learnings is both innovative and creative. Lastly, this is the strongest example I've seen of an empowerment through evaluation. This approach, the thinking, execution is all excellent. So, the winner of this category, very pleased to announce, is Global Sisters for Back Her Brilliance. And I'll hand over to Heather to say a few words. Congratulations.
Hi everyone. Oh wow, that's so exciting. Thank you so much, SIMNA. So look, I mean, this has been a journey for us for a long time. When Mandy Richards, the CEO and founder, and I were getting Global Sisters off the ground in 2016, we really built this in from the very, very beginning. This wasn't just something for funders. This was, we wanted to know what the impact was, and you know, so we could rapidly iterate our programs. And so this is it hasn't been something just in this last year. So yeah, we're very, very excited about it. I'd just like to take the opportunity to thank a few people. So a big thanks to Liz Bloom, our head of social impact, who's really, I think, given us some language and framing around having this pro-women gender lens, something that was always there, but I don't think we had those words around it. And that was just fantastic. A big thank you. You can see in the background, you know, we love our big, bright, bold colours of Global Sisters. We love visual communication to make our impact really accessible. So a huge shout out to Kirsty, our designer, who really turns our scribbles and, you know, our crazy thoughts into something that is beautiful and is accessible, and that we believe holds us to account, that our sisters can interact with it and, you know, say, is it true what we're saying? And so that's very, very important to us. We really believe that just because it's pretty doesn't mean that it's not robust, and that it's not the real deal. So yeah, we really want to challenge that idea. I think just what's so special about this Innovation Award for us at Global Sisters is that this award was all about connecting that direct impact on our sisters, the women that we support, with the macro impact, that systems change, long-term change that the panel was talking about. And that's what our innovations have enabled us to do. And so we're so excited that next year we're going to be doing some demonstration projects with 3 very specific cohorts. So with single mums, with older women, single mums, women with disabilities, and women coming out of domestic violence. And really around having both a direct impact, but having some systems change impacts down the track, where we can really prove impact and prove the conditions that are required for changing parts of the welfare system and employment services. So that's going to be really collaborative with government and philanthropic and corporate and not-for-profit. And so we're really looking forward to using those innovations in impact there. Finally, I just wanted to shout out and thank a DSS social impact team, Judy, who's on the call, to the whole team there for backing us and really helping us to invest into social impact. Yeah, we feel like we're impact investment ready now, and yeah, we're very, very grateful for their support. So yeah, big thank you to SIMNA, big shout out to all the other amazing organisations that were profiled here today, and yeah, look forward to chatting with you more.
Congratulations to the winners in that category, and thank you again to our sponsor as well in that category with Urbis. Moving quickly on, I'm very conscious of time, to the leading funder in social impact measurement. We have two finalists in this category, and the category is sponsored by Smarty Grants, which is a key enterprise of our community. So our two finalists are Equity Trustees Empowering Change, and URBIS on behalf of Family Safety Victoria, capacity building in the family violence system. Shortly, we'll hear a little more from both of those finalists, but after that, we will hear from Kathy Richardson, who is the Executive Director, Group Transformation and Chaos Controller at our community. And so we look forward to hearing from Kathy after we have heard from our finalists, and Kathy will announce our runner-up and our winner.
Hi, I'm Grant Hooper, National Manager Social Impact at Equity Trustees, and I'm here to speak with you today about our application for the Leading Funder in Social Impact Measurement Award. As an organisation, Equity Trustees has a strong commitment to deepening community impact. To give you an idea of our scale, within our philanthropy team, we manage a diverse mix of approximately 650 charitable trusts that in financial year 2022 granted over $92 million to the community. In 2018, we engaged Think Impact to support us to better understand the impact of our existing grant making and to inform our future funding. We're currently developing our impact framework, which will include measures beyond metrics and indicators of community outcomes and impact, to also measure our approaches to funding and the use of equity lenses, so we're able to understand beyond the numbers the true impact of our funding. We're holding ourselves publicly accountable to this journey with annual updates through our giving review. We're committed to evolving our practice, building in a means of not only collecting data, but capturing insights, using these to assist us to be more effective funders and sharing them so that others can do likewise. Thank you.
FSV commissioned this project as a significant and targeted investment in grassroots Aboriginal community organisations who work in family violence prevention. Our team is Aboriginal-led by Karen Millward and Coxon Ridgeway. The project team travelled all across the state, working with up to 30 organisations that were located across the 11 Delta Action Group regions. The project team worked and developed a range of user-friendly tools and templates to support organisations to plan and conduct evaluations. The team also provided support and guidance to organisations to develop outcomes evaluations reports that showcase the success and lessons learned of their family violence prevention initiatives. Outcomes reports provided evidence that initiatives achieved a range of family violence prevention outcomes and capture a record of the achievements and lessons learned from each project.
Hi everyone, I'm Kathy Richardson from Smarty Grants, and I'm joining from Wurundjeri country. We're just down the hallway. We've got one of the fabulous SIMNA watch parties going on, recommended for next year for those of you who can join one. Congratulations to all the finalists and to all those who entered the SIMNA Awards this year, and congrats to SIMNA as well on another really great year. And congratulations to all of those who pulled together those amazing show reels as well. It's just fantastic to see the work that's going on. We've seen a massive shift in the grant making community over the past 12 months. We've just over 500 Smarty Grants users, and almost 10% of that user base now is using the Smarty Grants Outcomes Engine, which is a brand new tool to track and report on their income. And that's just really exciting to all of us here at Smarty Grants. After 8 years of planning and building this tool, it's really great. And I have to say also a great relief to see that data flowing in and actually watching grant makers delight in being able to aggregate that data and see what's happening on the ground. We're seeing how much thought is going into social impact measurement for funders. So we're really delighted to sponsor this award each year to encourage more people to talk about what they're learning and what they're doing in this arena. So it's my great pleasure now to talk about the runner-up for the leading funder in social impact measure category. As one judge said, this initiative focused on what matters whilst undertaking the importance of measuring material changes and leveraging stakeholders and the sector to understand this. It also shows learning from outcomes data, e.g. pivoting to support more First Nations beneficiaries and working closely with recipients to pivot and learn. The second judge said there was a strong reasoning as to why this submission was excellent. The strong investment in social impact measurement and learning was impressive. The strongest section was working with grantees. It is truly commendable how you recognise their subject matter expertise, remain flexible in measurement and reporting approaches, and are strongly supportive. This was a great submission. Thank you for sharing, the judge said. And so it's my pleasure to announce the runner-up is Equity Trustees and the Empowering Change Initiative. And I would love to hand over to Grant Hooper from Equity Trustees, who's in another room, I believe, in OC House today, to accept the award.
Thanks so much, Kathy. Really delighted to have been nominated and to be part of these awards today. Certainly want to congratulate all the award winners and all the nominees today. It's been a terrific session. Loved the panel session at the start. Really got us thinking and really thinking about some of the really key issues that everyone's grappling with. I think that's one of the important things here, is to know that you're not on this journey alone, but there's actually everyone's grappling with the same issues. One of the panelists spoke about impact measurement being a journey rather than a destination, and that's certainly our experience now. We certainly haven't solved it from our perspective or anyone else's, but we're building and improving as we go, and we really think that's an important part of the process, is to continually learn. I would like to thank SIMNA and the judging panel. I'd also like to thank Equity Trustees for investing in this, investing in helping us do more than just give money away. I'd like to thank the members of our team for the commitment to this, for their desire to build a meaningful impact framework and process that guides our funding, to their commitment to learning and to sharing what we learn with the sector, so that we have that transparency that was spoken about this morning about what we're focused on and what we're learning, and also hopefully to help other funders learn and go on the same sort of journey with us. Definitely like to thank Think Impact for their input, to Ross, to Susie, to Kevin, to Alicia and the whole team. We couldn't have got here without you, and we're certainly looking forward to continuing the journey with you. Excuse me. I'd like to thank those in the for-purpose sector who have contributed their knowledge and understanding and their expertise and energy to help us really focus on what's important in this process. And finally, but certainly not least of all, I'd like to thank Smarty Grants and the Smarty Grants team for doing likewise, for contributing their energy and knowledge and helping us along the way. So thanks very much. Thank you.
Thanks, Grant. And I think it was really good to highlight as well. It was one of my big takeaways from the panel, among many takeaways, to remember always how far we've come when we feel like we're still in the muck. But now to the winner. So here's how judge number one summed up the submission. Clear involvement of stakeholders focusing on what is material. I particularly appreciate the cultural context of the funding program and working closely with recipients to build their capacity and foster learnings from the data. Great to see the overarching theory of change and the drawing of learnings from the data collected. And from judge number two, the project and the intended social impact measurement were clear. I appreciated the concise and clear delivery. This was exceptional and should be commended. How you are working with grantees was also exceptional. The collaboration with Aboriginal-led teams using a strength-based approach, building connection and providing ongoing support once site visits were completed. So congratulations to Urbis on behalf of Family Safety Victoria and the capacity building in the Family Violence System Initiative. And I'd like to hand over now to Christina Baggett from Urbis to receive the award.
Hi, all. Thanks. Thank you so much. We are absolutely thrilled to be part of the team that was involved in this huge project. So I will be accepting the award on behalf of FSV today. Sharon Patton and the team send their apologies that they were unable to join today's session. But yeah, we having been involved in this project from the outset, I'd really like to commend FSV for the huge commitment that they made to this piece of work and the huge involvement from their team. So just a shout out to Sharon Patton, Kiowa Lovett, Emily Edwards, and Akanesi White. I'd also like to shout out to our broader team, which was Aboriginal led and led by Karen Millward, the team at Coxon or Widgeway, Yada Widders Hunt, and Kaylee Harrison, and also to the Urbis team, Simon Toy, Greta Newman, Julian Thomas, and Claire Greeley. Thank you so much.
We have one more award left this afternoon, and that is the Excellence in Social Impact Measurement. Within that category, we have 4 finalists, and this award is sponsored by SIMNA this year, and we're delighted to be sponsoring the Excellence in Social Impact Measurement. So our 4 finalists this year are Deloitte Access Economics, Youth Work Matters Social Return on Investment Study, the Edith Cowan University for the Southwest Food Community, Launch Housing for Launch Housing's Integrated Impact Measurement Framework, and the Salvation Army for the Salvation Army Doorways Emergency Relief Outcomes Measurement. And I'll see you shortly after the show reel to announce the runner-up and the winner.
Hi, this is Belle and Ethan from Deloitte Access Economics. We're very pleased to be able to contribute to this piece of work for Young Big on the social return on investment of youth work in Victoria.
We found it a really challenging and rewarding experience to be able to estimate these really important benefits to Victoria, and really took a lot out of it.
Early intervention is really important before the issues become really entrenched.
The more they feel like they're alone or no one understands them, I think that's when it can lead to something a lot more severe.
The more time and effort and work we put in to work with young people, the better off our community will be.
And by having more funding in the area would mean that they can go, hang on a minute, I am important, that's why they're investing in me.
Being impacted by a youth worker taught me that you can really enjoy your job. I don't think I would be a youth worker today if I wasn't supported by one when I was younger.
Youth work matters because as a society, we have a responsibility to make sure that young people everywhere are feeling supported to reach their fullest potential.
We are the bridge between young people and the reality of life.
It gives young people a safe place to go to get the real care that they need.
Young people deserve to have a trusted adult they can connect with.
The work that we're doing now with our youth is only going to benefit our future as a society.
Youth work matters because young people matter.
Hi, I'm Catherine Ellis, the CEO of Youth Affairs Council Victoria. We're so grateful to Deloitte for doing this important social return on investment analysis on youth work. It gives us the hard evidence that youth work more than pays for itself in economic terms, as well as making a huge difference in young people's lives. And now that evidence can be used in decision making for policy and investment by governments and other institutions. It's fantastic.
Wicked issues such as food security represent some of the greatest challenges we face. Practitioners, researchers and communities need evidence-informed tools and frameworks to help manage the complexity of these issues. The Southwest Food Community Project identified and mapped initiatives supporting physical, social and economic access to food or food security. Through in-depth interviews, we evaluated initiatives against systems change characteristics identified by the literature as supporting the transition to a more effective way of addressing a complex issue. We visualised a system of 52 initiatives in the region supporting food security using software. We then co-designed strategies to enhance initiatives' contribution to systems change. Our evaluation 6 months later identified 25 changes to practice. Why does this work matter? The project implemented an Australian-first approach to systems change that could disrupt the sector for the evaluation of wicked issues.
I'm Laura Marnie, the Chief Impact Officer at Launch Housing. Our integrated impact measurement framework is based on a belief that understanding our impact and improving client outcomes is at the centre of everything we do. And this means measuring our impact is part of all our decision making, from developing our strategic plan and business plans, through to our service development and service reviews, and our ongoing program of evaluations. It helps us focus on what we are doing well, improve what we could be doing better, and help build the evidence base within the broader homelessness and community services sector.
Our new integrated impact framework has been really beneficial. It's enabled us to have conversations within the staff teams about the outcomes that we want to achieve, the impact that we're having within the resources that we have available to us, and it's helping us to really design our services in a far more intentional and planned way. It's helping us scale up what we know works and having the courage to step into new and different ways of working.
This is Johanna from the Salesian Army Research Team. Here I have Stefano, Helen, and Emma, who are part of the Doorways Outcome Measurement Project. We are delighted and humbled to be shortlisted as the finalists in SIMNA Excellence Award, considering so many good measurement practices in Australia and the high quality of all finalists.
Here at the Salvos, we have a vision to use outcomes measurement to give every community member we serve a direct voice to refine and expand our frontline practice, and to provide increased visibility of the transformations we create in the communities we serve.
So we already feel like winners to know that this outcomes measurement has been utilised by the Doorways team to improve and reaffirm good practices, celebrate success, and advocate for funding and emerging issues in the community.
We're hoping by winning the SIMNA Award, we can continue to share best practices around outcomes measurement, particularly working alongside frontline teams as partners and pursuing ways to better include the perspective of people with lived experience, while also meeting the requirements of the organisation and funding bodies. Thank you to SIMNA and judges for shortlisting us, and good luck to all of the finalists.
Four extraordinary and diverse projects there in our finalists for the Excellence in Social Impact Measurement category. So a little bit about the judges' feedback for the runner-up. The purpose of the project is clearly articulated with the overarching need for continuous improvement in service delivery. The applicants have clearly articulated the use of impact information in line with project goals. The large scale of data that the services engage in is commendable and produces informative insights, making this research applicable beyond the organisation. This is a very good example of how a project team and internal research team can collaborate together on developing a theory of change, data collection and reporting system together to meet the needs of clients, staff, management and the wider sector. I especially liked the following finding. Only 39% of respondents were connected to local community activities. The fact that the team has revised service delivery to allocate more resources for the development of community activities is the kind of feedback loop we are wanting to see more of in this sector. So without further ado, I'd like to congratulate the Salvation Army Doorways Emergency Relief Outcomes Measurement and ask Dr. Johanna Susanto to say a few words.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. The news just still sinking. Thank you so much to the SIMNA and the judges for recognizing our outcome measurement as one of the project that promotes best practice, especially because we know every nominee for this award was as capable, if not more, to win the award. So congratulations and well done to all the nominees for the excellent work and commitment to developing best practice social measurement in Australia. This project is very much a collaborative project, and we would like to thank the Doorways team and our client database team, the SAMIS team, Without their support, trust, and feedback and collegiality, we won't be able to deliver an outcome measurement framework that will work to inform continuous improvement and inform our advocacy as well. It feels like I'm working with these two different teams that we feel like we are one team rather than three different teams. And this collaboration, we feel, is one of very crucial factors for the success of this project. And as we continue our outcomes journey at the Salvation Army, we look forward to learning from all the nominees and the finalists, and to sharing our learning with the SIMNA community around Australia. So thank you again for selecting us as runner-up. It's such a big honor for us.
Thank you, Johanna, and congratulations again. So on to our last winner of the afternoon. And the judges said of this applicant, this is a best practice example of how strategic planning, business planning, and different levels of the organisation, including stakeholders, work together in a measurement and impact system. It demonstrates full integration, purpose, and improvement of services. Well done, this is excellent. And the second judge said, a very strong application and strong example of the value that can be created through the development of organisation level frameworks for measuring impact. What stood out in particular was the responsiveness of the organisation to the impact measurement process, including changing the measurement process and the metrics to better reflect the realities of programs and activities. Very impressive. So a huge congratulations to the winner of the Excellence in Social Impact Measurement Award in 2022, Launch Housing's Integrated Impact Measurement Framework. I'd like to hand over to Laura Mahoney from Launch Housing to say a few words.
Thank you so much. This is just an amazing privilege to be part of this. I'm coming to you from the Wurundjeri lands of the Kulin Nation, and we are just thrilled to be a winner in the Excellence in Social Impact Measurement Award. And I'd like to say congratulations to all the other finalists in all the categories. Everyone's amazing and really inspiring, and gave me lots of food for thought thinking about how else we can embed this into our work. It's been a really exciting journey, particularly for nerdy evaluators like our team, to develop and embed our integrated impact framework over the last 2 years. It's been a process of ongoing learning and improvement that will continue into the future. It's a living framework for us, and we are updating it regularly as we go along. I'd like to say a huge thanks to our research, evaluation and data team, which is led by Samiha Barkat. We couldn't have done it. They've led this entirely all the way through, but also our leadership team at Launch. Without their belief in it and their championing of it, we wouldn't be able to do this sort of work and embed the decision-making in impact. But also our broader staffing group, who really embraced our approach, bringing it to their work on a daily basis, asking thoughtful questions, and importantly, supporting our clients to engage at different parts of the process. As well as all of our partners, we haven't done this alone, who have helped us build frameworks, bounce ideas, and provide advice along the way through. Our belief is that we need to understand our impact in order to progress towards our mission of ending homelessness. And our framework, we feel, makes measuring and understanding our impact accessible for everyone and embedded in our decision-making. So thank you again to SIMNA, the judges, and everybody else who's part of this community and understands what it means to be able to embed understanding and measuring impact into an organisation. Thank you.
Fantastic. Let's all just take a breath and take that all in. First thing I want to say is just thank you to everyone who's doing this work out there. It's quite phenomenal how much work is happening and how things have progressed over time. A big thank you to our judging panel. You can see on the screen, you would have seen through social media as well, just the big thanks to them all. It's a good amount of time that's required to really get stuck in here and understand it and assess the applications against the social value principles. So big thank you to our 8 judges. Congratulations to all the winners as well. It's been incredible to have so many wonderful examples to highlight. And also big thanks to our sponsors. It's very difficult to make this happen without the support of our sponsors. So Department of Social Services is platinum sponsor, with SVA Consulting, Urbis and Smarty Grants, sponsoring each of the awards, and of course SIMNA itself. And I encourage all of you, if you are not a member, to please become a member. It's a very simple, easy step to become a member of SIMNA. There are so many opportunities for us to be able to work together and learn from each other. We've heard lots about this is an emerging space. We're all learning from each other. You can only do that. This is one of the ways you can do that is through SIMNA. So please become a member if you're not already. There's lots of different events that are held right around the country and online, different training that's been offered, and plenty of networking opportunities too. So thank you so much. I know that there are some beverages that are flowing in different places around the country right now, so we'll not stop that happening. Mark your diaries for 2023. It's going to be another big year in social impact measurement. Looking forward to that. And finally, a big thanks to Laura and Susanna, who have been behind the scenes making this ridiculously smooth sailing with so much chopping and changing between everyone. So just a big thank you as well for the event itself today and how wonderful it's been. But thank you all. Have a lovely day. Congratulations, and keep doing the good work, and let's keep learning. It's the essence of what we're trying to do here. Learn from each other to create more positive environmental change. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a great day.